Hey, I'm Richard Nelson. Well, when you're in Australia, you just never know what you're going to come across. And we got a good one today. This is a lace monitor lizard. It's also called a goanna in Australia. And you won't be surprised to hear that this is one of the biggest lizards in the world. Got a pretty good size one right here. Probably somewhere between 5 and 6 feet long. And it's doing what you'll often see lace monitors doing. They live in trees for the most part, or at least that's kind of their housing arrangement. Up in these big eucalyptus trees, there are often hollows. And the goanna lizards go down inside those hollows for the night, or when the weather's cold, or during the wintertime. And then they'll come out and wander around on the ground during the daytime. You can come across lace monitors almost anywhere in the eastern part of Australia. They're fairly common, although I'd have to say there's just nothing common about a lizard as big as this. They'll come down and wander around. You can see them in the rural countryside, you see them in the forests, and you see them in places like where we are right now, in a campground, not very far from our tent. We saw this lizard wandering across an open space here in the campground. Not the least bit concerned about the fact that there are a few people around. Now, you can see the great big claws on this lizard. Perfect for climbing the trees. Also would be a formidable defense. You would never want to get scratched. Or you'd never want to have a lace monitor mistake you for a tree, and I've heard stories about that happening, and try to climb you. Nor would you ever want to be bitten by one. They've got a mildly poisonous saliva, and it can cause a pretty nasty wound, in addition to just being a powerful animal that you wouldn't want to get bitten by anyway. In Australia, the lace monitor and the other big monitor lizards fill the same niche as mammalian predators because there are very few mammal predators here. And so these giant lizards have evolved to play that role in the environment. They feed on small animals, little mammals, frogs, lizards, especially like bird eggs and little bird nestlings. And oftentimes you'll find a goanna by paying attention to birds in a big fracas. They've seen one in a tree, and they're kind of letting everybody know there's danger around. Pretty significant animal. Another fascinating thing about the lace monitor is they lay their eggs inside the great huge termite mounds. It can be 5, 6, 7, 12 feet tall. They're almost like concrete. They're very hard, and the monitor uses those claws to dig in there, lay her eggs inside, and then the termites fill back over it and protect those eggs. And it's very hot inside a termite nest, 80, 90, 100 degrees consistently. And so the eggs are naturally incubated there. Once they hatch, the little ones can't get out all by themselves. They have to stay in there until another monitor happens along and scratches into the nest to eat termites, and then the little ones have a way out. We can see it just flicking out its tongue. It's got a long forked tongue, kind of like a snake. Very rare in the lizard world. That tongue can pick up chemical cues, the two little tips that are registered on an organ inside the roof of the lizard's mouth, and it uses that to follow its prey around. They also really like to eat dead stuff. They're great scavengers in addition to important predators here. Our lizard, I think, is a little bit interested in getting down out of this tree. And so I think I'll just move out of the way and watch this lizard continue its daily activities. The lace monitor, what an incredible thing to see. I'll see you later.